I just want them to know that if they take a chance on me, you're going to get exactly what you thought.
Time to tune in. Now another Sports Center. It's a movement.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode, classic episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. I'm here with my co-host today, Mr. Mike Williams. Mike, how you doing today?
Man, I'm fantastic. It's starting to warm up here. Snow's melting a little bit, so I'm doing good.
Absolutely. And speak of warm, man, we bringing the heat to y'all today. I got a very special guest coming out of SMU, one of the best receivers in this year's 2022 NFL draft class, had a monster NFL combine performance coming out of SMU. And as you see down at the bottom of the screen, Mr. Danny Gray. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Thankful to be here.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're thankful to be in your presence, man. We're really excited for you. We know you have one heck of a football story. We see all the stuff in the field. Today, we just want to take and get to know the man underneath the helmet. So let's kick it off with this. Tell us, how did you fall in love with the game of football? When did your football story begin?
My football story began when I was 5 years old. I started out playing soccer. Soccer was my first sport. I played soccer for like a couple of months. I would say like 2 months, nothing long. After soccer, I got introduced to flag football for the Southside Falcons. And ever since then, I had just fell in love with the environment, the people surrounded, just the whole football thing. So I was very fast to be my age. So, everyone fell in love with me. So they just saw a lot in me and they just wanted me to keep going. And it was just fun to be around people that really enjoyed me.
Your football story really is just beginning right now. But that being said, were there any mentors along the way?
I would say my uncle, Kendrick Barron. He played a big part of my life. He helped me in a lot of this. He helped me with a lot of decisions that I made. So I would say, yeah, my uncle, he always been here. He helped me through the ups and downs. He always told me what was right, what was wrong, and what he felt was right. But he always let me make my decisions and just he helped me learn from him.
Yeah, so I'm a Broncos fan, right? And we've had probably two of the greatest, SMU receivers, Cortland Sutton, Emmanuel Sanders came through, right? So what would you say to people that are looking at SMU like, oh, it's a small time school, but you guys are putting out big prospects? Like, what would you tell people? Like, what's going on down there where y'all are kind of putting out this receiver factory, right? Because you're going to be the next in line, I would assume, with those, other big names. What would you say?
To me, honestly, it's not about where you go. It's about what you do where you go. So they're going to find you no matter what. So, I mean, SMU, even though it's a small university, we produce big talent. So, and it's still guys that's at SMU right now who's ready to make some noise. I know a couple of guys myself, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But, yeah, SMU produce a lot of big talent, such as myself and such as my partner, Reggie Robertson, Grant Calcaterra. So, yeah, we got a lot of guys that's really about to cut up in this league.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm going to ask you this again and throw it over to Doug. But, like, the combine for you, what was that experience like, and how did you feel like you did?
It was a wonderful experience. I really enjoyed the opportunity that they blessed me with. I felt that I handled myself pretty well. I was on time and everything. It was a wonderful experience, and a lot of people don't get that experience. So I'm just glad that they picked me and invited me and just let me come and be in their presence.
You grew up playing football after soccer, of course, that is. Who are some wide receivers that you perhaps maybe model your game after, or who perhaps even inspire you?
My favorite wide receiver growing up was Dez Bryant. He was the start. And then I got into Stephon Diggs, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham, because I really see myself in them a lot with how they handle themselves, how they run, how they catch. They're all big time playmakers. So, and of course, I see myself as big time playmaker.
Yeah, that's good. And seeing like your college career, it's like you improved every year, which means obviously you've been putting in work in the offseason and stuff. And I say, obviously going from the any form of college, even if it's Alabama or maybe Texas or some of these big schools, there's going to be a huge jump. So what would you say that you've been working on to kind of get you prepared to make that big leap?
Just working on the things that I'm not really that good at. It's just staying motivated. Just every day catching probably 100+ balls. Every day just stepping up, just motivating myself, keeping my mental right, and hey, and just outworking the next person.
I love it, man. You got the work ethic and the skill. I'm real excited for you. Let me ask you, would you consider yourself more of a deep threat receiver, maybe a slot receiver, or somewhere in the middle?
Really, I'm all the above, but I would consider myself deep threat.
I mean, people that know me that watch the show know I'm a Broncos fan and I'm a University of Miami fan. Is one of your parents from Florida? Because this at the combine, this man came with that South Florida speed and lit up the combine, right? Like, so I know it's that Texas and Florida rivalry, but how'd you feel being able to go down there and outrun some of the Florida boys that were there?
It felt pretty good. Don't get me wrong, the Florida boys, they brought that heat, but it felt pretty good to just go out there and showcase my speed. Just a city boy in Dallas, just trying to go out there and just, hey, make a name for itself. So it felt pretty good. I was surrounded by a bunch of great athletes. It just felt good for me to just go out there and just put up the numbers that I did.
Yeah, I like, we would look, obviously, like I know Doug knows, like I really go through draft prospects. I look at people's tape. I like do all that. And I was like, I thought Danny Gray was from Texas. This man put up some Florida numbers at that combine, but it was super dope to see that. And I know that's definitely a competitive vibe, like California, Texas, Florida. And we love interviewing people and kind of bragging, the bragging rights, I know is a big thing. So
it's all good. Hey, if you ever want to claim from Florida, we will take you. Hey, let me ask you, what's in your headphones on game day?
Oh yeah. So the tunes, they have to be right. So I play a lot of NBA YoungBoy. I play a lot of Lil Baby. I may throw some Juice WRLD in there, some Playboy Cardi, Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, my playlist go crazy now. I got a lot of different flavors in there.
Yeah, that's good. And I would say taking your game obviously to the NFL. We know you're gonna make it there and be successful. Like, what are some of the goals that you have when you get to the league? Like, what's some goals that you have for yourself rookie year and going forward?
So my rookie year, I want to come in and make an immediate impact. I want to come in and set the tone and just set a standard for myself, and just be a great teammate, be a great listener, be a great learner, and also come in and put up touchdowns and just help the team that I go to win.
And when it comes to putting in work, obviously last year's draft class and even this year, you're seeing people with some really crazy workouts. Last year we had Quinn Myers knocking down trees and just doing all kinds of wild stuff. Let me ask you, what are some workouts that you're doing to help take your game to the next level?
Workouts that I do, I train a lot with our trainer David Robertson. So we probably do a lot of speed training. Probably run like 1,000 yards on the football field. Try to beat the time limit. We catch probably 1,000 balls a day, stuff like that. So we do a lot of not too crazy, but we just do a lot of stuff that push us and help our game.
Well, let me ask you, what is something that you want NFL teams to know about you that they might not know about you already?
I just want them to know that if they take a chance on me, you're gonna get exactly what you thought.
Yeah, that's that. I feel like that might be one of the best answers we've heard, man. A question I like to ask is something that you said earlier. I really liked, and I kind of want to follow up and see if you got plans in the future. But you kind of talked about staying home at SMU and being a mentor to people that come from the environment you come from and kind of showing them no matter where they're at. So is there anything charitable you want to do in the future, or anything mentor-wise that once you're in the league is going to set you up to do? Do you have any goals as far as that goes?
I do. I want to help. I want to help my environment out. I just want to put like centers in my environments, or like just set up like recreational centers, put up teams, probably get like a little league going in my environment just to keep the young kids busy and take away mostly all the free time that they really have. I just want to keep them busy and keep their mind running with positive things.
And that's amazing. I'm really happy to have you on the show here today. I mean, not only you're an amazing guy on the field, but you're even a better person off the field. So, Mr. Gray, thank you so much for taking time to come on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Before you go, I've taken to ask you any shout outs.
I would love to give a shout out to my mom, Kimberly Gray. She's the hardest working woman that I know. She worked so hard. It was times that we barely would see her. She worked 16-hour shifts, 22-hour shifts. So I just want to give a shout out to her and just helping me motivate, just helping me just stay on my grind and keep pushing to outwork everybody.
And I would say from Touchdown Nation, shout out to Miss Gray, right? Definitely.
Miss Gray.
Miss Gray, right? Because moms are huge, man. Like I'm a mama's boy myself. It sounds like you're in that camp as well. So that's super dope, man. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to hop on the show with us, man. And I'm definitely excited to see what you do in the future.
Yes, sir, man. I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your show.
Pleasure is all mine, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview such a magnificent person. And folks, there you have it, Mr. Danny Gray. Go down below in the description. All his contact information as far as social media stuff will be down below, and we'll even put his highlights down below in the description. Go check that out. I promise you don't want to get your popcorn out because it's a show that you definitely don't want to miss. Thank you so much for tuning in to Touchdown with Doug Smith. Y'all have a good night.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, King Crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound, bad boy, throw it down, yeah, I'm ill, not my will, don't Copperfield, fill the house, listen to the roaring crowd, drop a light, calm it down, Heisman, all the haters mouth, superhero hit them wow, packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow, touchdown for the win, we live, subscribe right now.